Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the game Conquerors. I'm Riley, joined today by Ryan.
Hey!
And special guest, Joey Koza.
Hey,
is it Koza or Kaza?
Koza.
Koza? Okay, great. I've got that right. Joey's filling in for Dan today, who is unable to join us. We are playing another one of my picks. This is Psychonauts, so we're going to get started right here. Psychonauts, as a little bit of backstory, I don't want to pull a Luke and tell you everything about the game, but oh crap, I just started a new game. I did not want to do that. This comes from Double Fine, who, Tim Schafer is the person in charge of Double Fine. He made his name with things like Day of the Tentacle and Grim Fandango and Brutal Legend, and most recently they are known for, the Broken Age Kickstarter. Massive thing that happened last year. So, yeah. And I want to do this one. Yes. Okay. And for the first time ever, I've actually played through this before recording it, so I know what we're going to do. And it's exciting.
That's good.
Yeah.
So this was originally an Xbox game, right?
Yes, it was. We're playing on PC right now, but it was originally Xbox. And we want to go to the lake.
Time to go to the lake.
Yes, sir, Admiral.
And when did this game come out?
You know, I don't know. All I know is that not enough people played it.
I know I haven't played it. Joey hasn't played it yet either, right?
Yeah, so I actually bought it from the Humble Bundle, but it came with games like Limbo and Amnesia and Sword and Sorcery, so I have a lot of games I have to catch up on first before I get to this one.
This game is awesome, though. And this is a great cutscene here. I think it's really
Sounds like
funny.
you got a bad cold.
Maybe. But listen. I traced the psychic interference back to Coach Oleander's radio. He's been broadcasting his insane plot all over camp in his sleep.
So he's really kidnapping children and stealing their brains to make weapons.
Yes! Isn't that great?
How is that great?
Because this is an honest-to-goodness psychic emergency.
Sasha's not here. He left on some official Psychonauts business.
Mia left a note saying the same thing.
Lily, a deranged madman is building an army of psychic death tanks to take over the world. And there's no one who can stop him, except for you and me.
Oh my god! Let's make out! I'm just so excited.
That's awesome.
Showed up, Raz. Things are so much more exciting. Sinister death plots, mad scientists, hideous monsters.
Make out?
How long have I ignored what this camp had to offer? Everything's new to me now, thanks to you. I mean, look at this flower.
You mean like kiss?
How many years have I been coming here, and I've never even noticed a cool flower like this before?
Uh-oh.
Oh no, you didn't just hit my boyfriend.
Lily!
Okay, so
I feel like that's a prime example of the level of comedy and just quirk throughout the entire game, which is why I wanted to start here.
So what's the premise of the game? What is a Psychonaut?
Okay, so in this world, there's a bunch of psychics. You can gain psychic abilities, and the vast majority of them come into play when you enter other people's dreams, other people's minds. So this is a summer camp for young psychics who are training to become psychonauts, which are like Boy Scouts of psychicdom. But the head, as we just learned there, the head of the camp is stealing all of the kids' brains to make weapons of mass destruction.
So they have to
Great!
make out.
So they have to make out.
Let's make out!
Oh no, that did not go the way I wanted it to. So yeah, it's awesome. I've been playing way too much of this lately, and I love it. I love it so much.
What's that cool ball you're rolling on?
That's my levitation skill. I'm skipping a bunch of collectibles. Ryan, I wanted to ask you about this. Maybe Joey, you can attest to this as well. When you play a game, even if the collectibles mean absolutely nothing, does it just irk you if you can see one but you don't go get it?
Yes, I collect everything.
Yeah, it's the worst thing ever. And this game has so many collectibles.
Yeah, so I played through the tutorial when I bought the Humble Bundle, and like picking up like these like shadow figures, and you're picking up like there's 20 different types of pickups, and you're trying to like level up a ton of different pickup items. I don't know, it's crazy. It's like
Yeah.
Bioshock down here.
Yeah, it's a little bit overwhelming, but yeah, Bioshock long before Bioshock happened. But, and one of the cool things is that all of the pickups do actually play into like things you can level up. So I'm just going to race through this, because there's a great boss battle against that weird anglerfish thing
Sweet.
that I want to get to.
But yeah, I'm a huge completionist, probably to my detriment. I play a lot less games than I could because I spend so much time like 100%ing every game that I play.
Yeah, I just had that problem with Darksiders 2, where it was like, the game's really long as is, and then there's all these collectibles and side dungeons and stuff you can do. And I was like, you know what, I have no time. I'm just gonna beat the game. But yeah. Sorry, I'm really excited about this. I love this game a lot, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to say anything funny, because it's just like, this game is amazing, and it is such a shame that enough people didn't play it.
It's funny how they have like these pre-rendered cutscenes that are just straight from the Xbox versus like the gameplay that's been all HDified.
Yeah, and so the cutscenes look way worse. Look at this. He's inhaling, and so... Oh no.
Oh,
Oh.
it just crashed. Alright, we'll be back in a minute.
Okay, everyone, we're back a couple steps back, because our game crashed on us. Sorry about that. This game is cursed. This is the third, or the fourth, or the seventh time we've tried to record this. I don't know. Something like that. So, Joey,
yes.
favorite, or just talk about, illuminate us with your wisdom and majesty. Third-person action platformer games, if you played any of them at all, or do you once it goes 3D, do you strictly avoid it?
To be honest, I don't have much experience with them. Not 3Ds at least. I'm more old school. Always have had the Super Nintendo and nothing past that really. Just some PC games, but nothing really. So I cannot illuminate. I have no experience with it.
Cannot illuminate. Oh my goodness.
But I did want to mention that
Look at that. He swallows nails.
the
How hilarious is
anglerfish
that?
looks a little bit like Dan inhaling a Beto's burrito.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I like that.
So he spits the trash back out.
Yeah, he
that
spits
looks
stuff
like
at you, and you gotta kind of dodge it. It's pretty simple. And then when he starts inhaling, you've got to break the nail things so that he inhales nails.
Oh,
Gotcha.
that is a clever boss battle.
It's kind of insane because now he moves my air bubble on me, so I've got to run away, and you can see all the like eels and stuff are gonna start falling on me.
That's cool that it's from his perspective. That's kind
Yeah, how weird is that? It really screws
wow,
with
yeah.
the camera
I hadn't
though
realized
a
that.
lot.
So is the anglerfish controlling, like, he's in full control of that bubble? It's his air bubble, or what?
I don't know. That might be going a little too deep into Psychonauts lore here. Might be room for fanfic,
So all
though.
anglerfish can control air bubbles.
Yeah, exactly.
That's deep.
I feel like we've all come out of this better people.
So what does the air bubble symbolize?
It's the Great Gatsby. It symbolizes hope at the end of the dock.
I hate The Great Gatsby. And the reason why, so in like, what grade was that? Like my junior year of high school, my teacher, like, she just loved The Great Gatsby, and she just built it up all year long about how great it was going to be and stuff. And we read it toward the end of the year. And then we read it and we were all just like, okay.
Yeah.
Disappointed.
And it was like, whatever. But so like, from that...
Great
it's like-
American novel, my butt!
Yeah, I'm just like, Great Gatsby.
I don't even think I read
So,
the cliff notes for that one.
I'm making this look a lot less intense than it is, but when I did this last night, and it was for the first time, this is kind of hairy, because you'll notice those hands out there beyond the sea. Because your character is deathly afraid of water, there's like psychic hands that like rip him apart when he goes in the water. So if you get outside the bubble, you get in trouble. I like how they move in that.
Just want to throw out that Hands Beyond the Sea is my favorite alternative rock band.
That would be a great name. Hands Beyond the Sea and Knuckles from Heaven. They're touring together, coming to a theater near you.
A theater?
A theater. they make movies too. Shut up.
Their tours are so good that they just have to record them and put them in theaters.
Yeah, exactly.
They just can't get enough people. They can't fit all the people into the concert
Come
halls.
on, man, I'm panicking. Dan isn't here to make snarky British quips, so...
And if Dan were here, I'm sure he would say, "Shut up, Bren!"
Yeah. That comment would be a lot funnier if you were with us at work today. So, but instead you'll just have to imagine it being a lot funnier. So now he shrinks the bubble really small, and it gets kind of gnarly.
So this is like, okay, so I know in this game you like kind of go into people's minds and stuff.
Yes, we're gonna get to that.
But this is like literal.
Yes.
This is happening in physical.
So there's this hub world of you in Scout Camp, and you still get all of your psychic abilities and stuff in Scout Camp. Like you get your cool levitation ball, and you can shoot psychic blasts and stuff.
Oh, I love that part of Scout Camp. That was the
Yeah,
best.
yeah, that.
That's my favorite
Actually,
part.
ironically, most of the things that happen in here don't feel too far off from Scout Camp. It's like, set things on fire with your mind. Well, that's pretty close. But yeah, and then you have this big kind of hub world, and then you periodically... Oh yeah, this is where we go. You periodically go into people's brains, and that's... If you think this is weird, wait till you see what people are dreaming about. It's bizarre. What? I don't know where to go. Ah, there we go.
Hurry.
Yeah.
So if you like, if the bubble catches you, is that just it, or do you get like a?
They give you these lives, and like old school games where they felt like they still had to explain why you get lives rather than just saying, you get lives, deal with it. It's like each life is like a projection depth into the dream or whatever, and eventually it's going to rip you out of the dream. It's Inception. It'll give you the
are we getting into Inception here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Going down to the third level.
Did anyone else not understand the limbo part of all of that?
I thought it was pretty self-explanatory.
No way.
Okay, well maybe I'm just too simple of a person.
Yeah.
I just accepted it at face value. I was like, it's a place that sucks. Oh, here we get to see what happens when the bubble catches me. So it just sets you back a little ways.
Were you just thinking on a way deeper level than us for that?
Yeah.
Thing?
I don't know. Maybe
He's thinking about it so deeply. He's like, this doesn't make a dang lick of sense at all.
I actually watched that the other day. It was on TV, and like I was thinking about that. How like I couldn't really understand how limbo can be so terrible when in the real world it's only like seconds. You know, that for the like hundreds of years that you're trapped in limbo.
So look at that.
That's kind of clever.
And in case you're wondering, yes, I did die on this guy quite a few times last night before I figured that out.
Dude, that was one ugly fish.
Yeah, tell me about it. Somehow sushi just does not seem appetizing at all after this battle. Which is a shame, because sushi should always seem appetizing.
There's that little crab just walking around.
I like these eels, they're just like, or lampreys or whatever, they're like,
tried to kill
what
me
the
in
heck?
8 different ways. Well, that's not its fault. This
And
was
he's
one
your
of
helper
the-
guy.
That's your Navi right there.
Alright.
Hey, listen
Judging by the work
He's a
done,
lot cooler than Navi
it's
is.
mutated it. Except
No, so this is like the one adult that hasn't run off on mysterious Psychonauts business, and he's your insane trainer kooky. I mean, look at those eyebrows. He's not normal. And the hair, he is clearly modeled after Einstein.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking Doc Brown from Back to the Future.
Oh yeah, that's solid.
Which is, I'm sure, modeled after Einstein.
You are of it. Now get in
I wonder
here.
if Einstein knew that he would be such a pop culture phenomenon.
Just the stereotype scientist.
Yeah, exactly. We need a smart person. Let's give him crazy hair coming out of everywhere but the top of their head. Oh yeah. So last time we tried this. In case any of you are wondering, if we haven't referenced it already, we've tried recording this episode numerous times. And last time I couldn't figure out how to open my inventory, which was really shameful. But you can see now we're going into the fish's mind, and this is hilarious. I'm going to be quiet for this part because it's really funny.
Sorry. Yeah, alright.
You guys are jerks. I feel like fish should not dream of Manhattan. If this is Manhattan, it reminds me.
Top of the morning to you, ma'am.
And good day to you, Officer Lungfish. How are you today?
Oh, damp and happy, can't complain. And what are you and the wee one up to on this lovely day?
Oh, just obeying the law as always. All posted directives followed to the letter.
Ah, good to hear. Not a one of us want any trouble, that's for
Except
sure.
that you're standing in the crosswalk.
What the freak?
So, you didn't hear because we're talking over it, but your little fairy dude, your little ear Einstein guy, said he's probably more afraid of you than you are of him. So now that you're in his dream world, you're like this terrible Godzilla.
Sweet.
Get to the tower and destroy it.
Look at this.
Nice.
And like, they slow down your controls, so you control like.
So you feel like
human.
it.
Yeah.
You feel like
Down here.
What were those games on like the Nintendo 64 and the
Excuse me.
PlayStation where you were like the monsters and would just destroy cities?
Oh, Rampage!
Yeah, Rampage.
Dude, those were great.
Oh my
I played those back in like the Game Boy when it was 2 colors, gray and slightly less gray. Yeah, it was awesome.
Jeez, I'm sorry.
Don't worry. Every member of the Resistance is prepared to die fighting the tyranny of Kochamara.
What's Kochamara?
He's a giant monster like you, Gargalor. He brainwashed and enslaved almost everyone in Lungfishopolis.
That's
One Fishopolis.
So hey, have you seen any other humans around here? I'm looking for a girl called Lily.
Wait, he's
The
human?
government guys might have some
Yes.
information about your young girlfriend, Gargalor.
Yeah, I don't know if she's really my girlfriend. I mean,
She wants
I
to make
think
out with you, dude.
This
Come
is
on.
your friend who was a girl, Gargalor. To access the archives, we must first destroy the broadcast tower Kochamara uses to control the populace.
Check. I'll go smash that then.
Wait, Gargalor! In order to reach the tower, you'll need to pass through that wall of lasers. But you'll never make it through the lasers without our help.
So are you gonna start helping soon?
First,
So
I need you to do something for the Resistance. Punch a hole in that prison and free my comrades.
Alright.
well, that was easy.
All three of them.
How about getting me past those gates?
Right. We stole the shield power module from Kochamara. It's too big for any of us to operate, but it should work for you.
So you get merit badges, which are all your new psychic abilities. So this is him getting a new one.
shield.
I don't know what it is about games, but when they give you the slots for how many abilities you can possibly earn,
Is this gonna
it makes it
upset
so
the
much more
camera while you're
satisfying every time you earn
Yeah.
one. You're like, oh man, I'm getting close to having all of them. Like in Ocarina of Time, when they show you like the 3 different spells you can get from the 3 different fairies, and I only ever found the one the first time through, and I was like, this game sucks! I didn't actually. That game's fantastic.
I always hated in
But what
games.
is with an entire navy of
I know Jedi
Lungfish
Knight did
against the
this,
mighty
where like you
revolutionary
wouldn't unlock all your abilities until like the last level,
What need?
and then you couldn't like go back and play levels with your abilities. So it was like, okay, that was cool. Like I didn't get Force Lightning until the very end.
Yeah. New Game Plus, one of the best inventions of like recent games.
It's not that recent.
It is much more common recently.
Sure. Chrono Trigger had it.
Chrono Trigger's. Oh, come on!
Oh no, we crashed again.
We crashed again.
Windows 8, curse you.
Yeah, this is all Windows 8's fault.
All right, we'll be back.
Alright, we're back, guys.
Alright, New Game Plus. It's been around.
It sounds like you're talking about a particularly promiscuous woman.
It's been around.
Trust me. We've all done that before. Trust me. All the guys talk about New Game Plus in the locker room. I'm not going to carry that any farther.
What a pathetic locker room that would be.
That is true. It'd be a really sad locker room.
So what are these little like images?
They're coins. I mean, let's be honest, they're Mario coins. But one of the cool things is that they do give context for all of your collectibles. So these are fragments, fragments of your imagination that don't quite belong in whatever dream you're in. And then you pick up baggage. Emotional baggage is one of them. And then there's vaults that are your locked away memories that you don't want to remember. And then there's cobwebs. So there's all sorts of fun little clever creative things. And I think, in my opinion, that's the strongest aspect of this game. I was telling Ryan earlier, I think this game compares to any other third-person action out there. And I think it is particularly good. Sorry, it is very distracting to talk and try and play. I did not know that. Look at that. Can I throw him? But no, I think in many ways, control-wise and all sorts of things, it is absolutely comparable to any other great third-person action platformer. And I think imagination and creativity and story and character-wise, it knocks the rest of it out of the park. Like, I think it just dominates it. So that's why I love it so much.
Freedom!
Are there different difficulties of the game?
No.
How much replay value?
All right.
Oh, we crashed again.
Guys, I think we're done. I think that's a pretty good look at it. It'll be a short episode. Don't let our technical difficulties stop you. I think it's because of Fraps. Because I was able to I was able to play hours of it just fine with no problems.
So last question, how much replay value does the game have?
Well, going back to get all of the collectibles, you are not going to get all of them your first time around. So there's going back and getting that, and each of your collectibles levels you up towards different things. So that's really cool. But I don't know if it's a game you're going to play endlessly, like a shooter. You're going to play it through a couple times, you're going to love every minute of it, and then tell all your friends they need to play it. But
cool.
Never pull it out again.
Beautiful.
Anyways, thank you guys for joining us. This has been Game Conquerors. We'll see you next episode.
See ya.